All right, so first up, guys, we've got plie. Remember with these, you want your knees to be going straight out to the side. So turn those toes right out, let the knees come straight out, or just wherever you can, as far wide as you can. But make sure that the glutes are not pushing backwards. You want them going straight down. This is more about the adductors than it is anything else, so we're going to really try and stretch those out as we come down. There is a full minute of this, as always. Full minute. And just keep it sliding. And keep the arms up and out. If you let them drop, see what happens with my back. I'm just going to start to get lazy. So keep it up. Keep the posture really tall. And keep moving. Alright guys, 15 seconds left. Let it sink. Let it sink as deep as you can without the knees jutting forward. There'll be a point where it just pulls and you've got to try and stop yourself before that point. Okay, the next one, what you're doing is kind of the same move. I want you to use the floor for this one. Step out to the right and slide back in. Step out to the right and slide back in. I want you to use the friction of the floor as kind of your resistance. But all you're doing really here is stretch the adductors and pull them back in towards each other. I'm trying to get basically my hamstrings to squeeze in. Hamstring is the back of the thigh. Squeeze in and touch each other. You need to do the same on the other side. So now it's my left leg stepping out. Go sink down into that plie and pull it in. Let's go this way, sink down and pull it in. So now the back of my legs is squeezing together. See that? Okay, keep going. We've got 15 seconds left. When I get to the top of this, I'm pulling everything up. So pulling up from like down at the bottom of my feet, right up to the inside of the crunch and up through the midsection. Give me one more. Cool. Next one is reverse lunge slide. So here's where we need the towel. So slide it back, and I'm trying to keep that back leg almost straight the whole time. We've got 30 seconds of this. The deeper that you can go, the better, but it's more difficult to get out of it, right? But the deeper that you go, the more into the back of the thigh you can get at that point, where you pull. One more time and then change sides. Cool, okay. Same thing, draw back and pull. So at the bottom I get a really big stretch for the back thigh, and then at that point I'm going to pull through the back of my thigh to get me back up. Drive. 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 My voice just broke. Using the towel actually forces you to use the front leg a little bit more. That's it, that's time. Okay, so the next one is front lift. You can use a wall if you like, but I like it better just to hold on to the waist here. Turn the toes out, push from the back of your thigh and push that leg up. Remember this one that we've done 1,000 times before? Point the toes, lift with the inside of your foot and push from the back of your thigh. If you can, keep the standing leg straight as well, but you do need to change legs. You do need to keep your upper body lifted the whole time. So you can do that by thinking about the crown, like right up here. Think about that pushing up towards the ceiling, hollow in the stomach, and then just keep pushing from the back of the thigh to get it up. Another trick is just to hold onto the front and the back. Make sure that there's no dip as you're coming up. That's very difficult to do, especially if you want to lift high. Okay, next one is curtsy lunge with the slide. Okay, so we kind of start in that same position as before, but now we shoot off to the side, reverse, lateral, and back up to the side. Again, you want to keep all of your weight onto that front leg as you go through, if I can get that, all of that weight onto the front leg. Don't twist your hips out. See what's happening here with my knees? We're like really talking. T-O-R-Q-U-E, talking. It's really talking and it's really twisting. It's really bad for your knee. So keep your hips square on. Let it slide, and you're trying to aim for the outside of the hip here. That's what we're working. Everything else is bells and whistles. Keep going, guys. 8 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and change. So now we can just use the towel as the mat if you like. But what you're doing is come up into that side plank and now hit the side of your hip where we were just working again. Keep it going. This one is 30 seconds on both sides. If you can do it without touching the floor, that's preferable. And do it without movement of the midsection, even more preferable. You don't want your lower spine to be like bending and cringing. Change. Okay, change sides. Bottom knee bent, top leg straight, and start lifting. So the bottom side is also working, which means this second side is harder because you've just been working it. So don't be upset that this side is more difficult than the other side. There's a simple reason. Next time you go back through, use this side first and see the difference it makes. 4, 3, 2, 1, and that burns. Okay. Where are you? Long bridge and then toe bridge. So long bridge is, we have a regular bridge which is just here, right? Long bridge, you just take your feet further forward. I do want your heels to touch and your knees to be a little bit apart. And then you just bridge, right? So all I've done is I've taken the hamstrings into it a little bit because my feet are much further away. So now the back of my thigh is working, but I'm still trying to focus the work at the glutes, okay? Really, if you're doing an isolation glute work, the hamstrings should not be on, but we want to work the hamstrings sometimes, so let's switch them on for this exercise. Okay, and another trick is like, because my feet are so far away, I'm pulling my heels towards the backside just to engage my hamstrings a little bit more. Where are we? 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay in position. Bring your heels much closer to the backside now. Push the top of your foot, where the tongue is. Push the top of your foot away and keep it up. If you can get right onto the toes, then stay there. This towel's just sliding, so I've got to get it away. Okay, stay on the toes. Okay. If you're sliding on the floor, put your hands behind your shoulders, sort of like a mini wheel. That should stop you from moving. 30 seconds. Stay high on the toes. And when you're here, push your knees forward. After the last exercise, the back of the legs should be really burning. Or at least mine are anyway, so it doesn't equate. 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3. I think maybe we did need a mat. 2, 1. If you're on carpet, then you're fine. Okay, guys, that's it for today. That is your leg workout. For this one, take about 2 minutes rest, just to rest, stretch out the thighs, stretch out the hamstrings, and then go back into the second round. But make sure you get that rest in between each set of this whole circuit. All right, guys, hope you have an amazing day. I shall catch you Friday for abs.